Everything good?
Yeah. My
Awesome.
recording software, for whatever reason, decided to switch which mic it was recording from.
You.
Yeah. So I was like,
This is
why
why
is it
you
picking
always
up my
double
voice?
check your settings, like with OBS
Yeah.
every time there's an update. Like every time, it's like you want to do it like 2 days before you stream. This way everything's, because it'll switch stuff on you.
Yeah.
Me still trying to figure out. I haven't even streamed from my PC yet. I'm still trying to make sure I got everything right.
All right. We're still missing a couple players,
Yeah,
and
we are.
we're already starting late. So the question I was,
Zombies coming in.
yep. So the question I was going to ask you guys earlier was, is everyone happy with the attributes that you guys picked?
I'm happy.
I think so. I've become tankier.
I'm not as squishy. I raised my AC. I could have raised it further, but I'm like, nah, I'll do it later.
Oh, there was one thing I changed, Chapel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I realized I changed it on my notes, but not in my character sheet. I swapped the intelligence attribute from. Oh, let me open it back up. Did I close it? From the intelligent strikes to the intelligent the sound mind.
Okay.
So when it says +2 to intelligence skill checks, is that like all intelligence skill checks, like nature, arcana, history,
Yes.
etc.?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
In fact,
Yeah, I'm going with that one instead.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop open your character sheet.
Dope.
So to do this, here's how you do this, okay?
Yeah, send it.
So go to you got your character sheet open, right? As
Yep.
everyone should. Hit your
Wait,
cog.
we're
Yes.
supposed to have the game open?
Yep.
Yeah. So hit the cog.
In the
Yeah, beside where it says spells.
gotcha.
Okay. So what you're going to do is you see the center area?
Mm-hmm.
That's your skill stuff. Don't put it, or that's your attribute stuff. Don't put it there, because I made that mistake
Gotcha.
before. And what that does is it changes your score. It doesn't change your skill.
Oh,
So what you're going to do is
interesting.
you're going to scroll down to where your skills are at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
center, and then
Okay.
anything
Okay.
anything that says int, you're going to, where it has that little zero, you're going to just put a 2 in.
Gotcha. Awesome. Cool. 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 Thank you. I was gonna find it. I was gonna struggle for a minute to figure out where to put that. That helps out a lot.
And then that 5, why is that a 5
Which one?
on the investigation?
The passive perception modifier was from the observant feat.
Okay. Then you're going to change that 5 to a 7.
Oh shit! That increases perception too.
That's investigation.
There's zombie.
Yeah, it changes
Oh
all.
yeah, because I didn't realize investigation was also intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Hey zombie, welcome to the party, man. How you doing?
Um, good.
You're
Eating.
stuffing
I'm
your
sorry.
face. Yep.
I didn't mean to.
Shouldn't talk with your mouth full. That's what he and she.
Really?
There's your
You want to go there, Roxy?
There was my one bad pun for the day. Well, naughty
For
pun.
the for the next 30 minutes.
Sure. We'll go with that.
All right. So is everyone here? I do believe everyone's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Fantastic.
Yay, everybody.
So, um, some of you I've spoken with individually. Now, here's what we're going to do for the people who are watching, who are not playing. Um, I have a system that I have developed for the game that we are using in this game called attribute trees. And the way it kind of works is whenever you hit levels, or whenever you hit over fourth level, regardless of what class you are, whatever bonus you have, you get, or whatever bonus you have to a specific attribute, you get a bonus ability for that attribute. And this is regardless of what class you are. So even having a little bit of strength will help out mage classes and spellcasters, and even having like a little bit of intelligence or charisma or wisdom will help out fighters and stuff like that. So because you get to choose the abilities, it allows you to really play with what you want to do with your character. So, the first thing we're going to do is I didn't announce this at the end of the game last session, but everybody hit level 8 and everybody's done their level ups and everybody's gotten their attribute skills except for Zombie. And we're going to go through that real fast. Zombie, are you okay
Ooh.
with that?
Sure. So, I apologize for not having gotten this done.
No, that's okay.
It's been,
I
it's been a little crazy.
kind of
The,
wanted
the,
to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
the bigger thing is, like, I wanted to sit with you through it because I think I borked it at level 4 as well.
Okay.
So I may not have all the bells and whistles you expect my character to have, and I was hoping you could walk me through it, but I didn't want to detract away from this the word session. That's the one.
Okay. So this is going to be mainly a roleplay session. So what we could do is we could do the session now, and if you're cool with it, we will go through your full stuff at the end of the session.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So, what we're going to do, I'm really hoping it's not picking up the new dogs. It's not. Okay, cool. I got a new house. I moved, and my new neighbors have 2 bird dogs that are barking and stuff at all
No.
the animals. They're really sweet dogs, though. All right. So, we are going to start with Spica. And we are continuing at night because there's going to be some interactions that are going to be quite interesting. Spica, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Sorry if I'm a little quiet.
That's okay.
I just came back.
No, that's okay. We're starting with you.
Am I we're still in the freaking flirt trying to still flirt.
You are still trying to flirt with, and I don't remember what I gave her name.
Yeah, because in our one DMs, you still
Her
give it
name
that.
too.
I don't remember what her name is.
Give me a second. I'll find it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Her name is.
Beauty.
I don't remember. Oh, you didn't write it in here. You just said she was
Oh,
a short
no.
blonde fey elf.
No, I did not write it in there because I couldn't remember it at that time either, and I haven't had time to go
Oh,
back and
God.
listen.
Well, that's what you put in these notes that you wrote.
Yep, I know. All right. Thank you, Zombie.
What did I do?
What you literally just did for me in the self promotions.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that what I do?
You are more than welcome.
She smiles at you and says, "So, what would you like to drink?"
Yeah, we're still going on me.
Yeah.
Um, really potent ale.
Okay. And she waves at the bartender, gives a different sign this time. She does a. She makes a number 6 with her hands, and then does kind of a wave with her fingers. The bartender nods and brings you over 2 large, what are they called? Steins. That's what I'm looking for. They're
Right. Oh,
dwarven in
shit.
make. They are large dwarven steins. And as you look in, the beer is a dark, foamy black.
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
does Quadrant see that signing to the bartender and everything and see what's brought over?
Yeah.
He just starts chuckling, being like, oh, he doesn't know what he's in for.
So what you understand, Quadrant, is from looking at this, you can tell that what she's doing is she is using, instead of like writing down notes, they have hand signals to the bartender because it's much faster.
Okay.
So when someone makes an order, they have hand signals that they can give the bartender so that the bartender knows what's being ordered as it's being ordered. So by the time they get back there, it's already made.
Okay.
Um,
Alright. I will take a giant swig of one of those pints.
she,
Am I active?
I need you to roll a Constitution save, but she picks up her stein.
And you're boned.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
And she starts like chugging her stein as well.
Oh, Lordy Lou.
You're gonna have a good time, kid.
Constitution. It's like saving. Okay. Alright.
Nice.
Yeah. No, you're perfect. She sets her stein down. She looks at you. She sees that you're basically unfazed, and she goes, "Oh, I picked an amazing partner tonight. Would you like to take our steins back up to my room?"
I just hope we can enjoy them on the fun we're gonna have. Maybe drink it from you.
You can drink it off of me.
Okay.
This is gonna be a
We
good
were
time.
going to her room.
Okay. So Quadrin and Amon,
Yep.
you both see
Mhm.
her trace her right index finger slowly along his jawline, slide it under his chin, and he's just kind of being led along like a puppy at a leash at this point, but they are both leaving the bar area.
Good for him. Amen just kind of softly says out loud. Amused.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Quadrin or Amon, who wants to go next?
Oh, you, buddy.
I figured the two of us, since we're both in the tavern but at different tables, would just end up sitting together at some point.
Oh, yeah. I assumed we were already sitting next to each other.
Oh, okay. I thought I was still on my own at like the back.
Yeah, Eamon never left the spot that the food and the drinks got sat down at.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so I can actually do both of your interactions at the same time then.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Perfect.
So a wiry elf who looks built, but in that lean, athletic, and very like almost they work with their hands all the time, kind of meticulous build. And another elf who the other elf we're not going to get into too much of a description yet. But they both walk up. One of them goes, "May I sit with you?" He's got like a stein and like a plate of food. But
You'll
they
bring drinks and food, of course.
they
Sit, whatever.
oh, thank you. I really could use the drink. I have been out all day trying to find like really hard to find plants. So he very tiredly has a seat and like puts his plate down and his stein down, and he just kind of takes a moment to kind of let himself relax. The other one has not spoken or sat down. These two did not walk up together, by the way. They approached
Okay.
at the same time, but they approached
But
from
from different sections.
two
Yeah.
different directions. Yes.
So I just kind of like beckon with my hand to the one that asked to sit down. You know, like, all right. But I'm very much observing the strong silent one.
Okay. Would you both like to make perception checks?
Sure, why not?
Perception?
I like
Yes,
that.
Perception.
Oh, this is where we disappear. Perception.
Funny enough, I've already disappeared into
Last time I
somebody's
did this, I
room.
ended up as an idiot. So
Okay.
oh yeah, that's great. Yay, 11.
Oh dear. Did I not? I didn't sign in yet. I did my roll. I'm so annoyed.
Oh.
What was the roll? I'm going to trust you on this.
21.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. So the one that just sat down, you both see is kind of his fingers are brown and like almost like he's been digging in soil all day. He's sweating. His dark blonde hair is a little matted. He's just kind of out of breath. He looks like someone who's been out in the Feywild all day long. Not in danger, but
Gotcha.
like just looking for stuff. He very much looks like somebody who might have been looking for plants all day.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Eamon, the other one you notice is it's an elf. He's got really pale blonde hair. He looks a little off, but nothing crazy for. I mean, he's a Fey elf. You know what?
Okay.
Quadrant, you notice that the other elf that's standing is a little more lean than the one that sat down. He's looking at Amon and has almost been waiting for almost like he's waiting for Amon to say something.
Okay.
With a 21, you get an odd sensation from him. Something you haven't felt for quite a while, but nothing.
But I have felt it before.
Kind of, but not. It's very familiar, but you can't place it. He's lean. He's kind of staring at Aemon. His eyes look a little almost not glazed over, but like almost like he's bored and he doesn't like he would rather be somewhere else than dealing with this at the moment.
but he approached us
Yes.
from a different section of the room than the other one did.
Yes.
So he came here, but now he doesn't want to deal with the situation.
Kind of like waiting for the other person to like say something. Oh, someone else is coming. Oh, my bad. I'll wait until that's done. That kind of a vibe, or you just waiting for some type of like acknowledgement.
Like he's waiting for some type of acknowledgement.
Gotcha. Do I
You
get any sense
You
of
did
like?
not pick up on that, sir.
Yeah.
I
No.
definitely didn't pick up on that part at all. But this other guy that kind of walked in and sat down, is there anything off about him at all, or anything I would gauge as suspicious?
No.
Cool.
No, the other guy seems not only normal, he seems like almost friendly by comparison.
Okay, interesting. And for the record, I have my shadow out at all times, about
Yeah,
10 feet away from me.
That's fine. That's fine.
So I'll make sure that's always Eamon has that thing out.
You very much get the impression this guy's not here for a fight. You guys are literally in a large cafeteria full of fey elves that are armed to the teeth.
Yep.
No one's going to be
Perfect.
picking a fight with you here.
Hope not. You never know.
So, from my like, are they both? I'm not trying to be a dick here, but they're both the same species of elf.
Yeah, you get the impression that they're both fey elves. Absolutely.
Okay.
Um,
But this one's a little paler,
Just
a
work your way
little,
out of it.
a little thinner, but still like the same kind of taut muscle.
oh, definitely.
Okay.
Just work your way
Are
out
you
of it.
Are you just going to stand, or would you like to sit down with the rest of us?
I was just waiting until one of you took notice so that I could speak.
By all means.
Eamon completely didn't realize or didn't pick up on that he walked in, even though he's wildly observant.
You're
Because
just like
of that
mid-bite.
perception. Yeah, like mid bite, you says it. Eamon just like looks over, is like, fucking hell, where'd you come from?
You know, for all of your powers of observation, you're very easy to sneak up on.
Why do you think I wear so much armor? I can't see things, sometimes you just get attacked by things you can't see. And my God, you over there in the corner, good job. You would give Quadrant here a run for his money, and he's a sneaky bastard.
He gives the right side of his lip kind of turns up just slightly in a smile. Thank you. I come with a message. Are the two of you part of the adventuring group that recently arrived?
We are.
I think so.
Good. And he kind of gives you a slow look over, Eamon, and says, I needed to be sure that I was giving the message to the proper person. My lord requests that you return his sword to him.
Your lord?
Womp womp.
Who
Yes.
is your lord?
Wait, which one of us are you talking to? Because I have a lot of swords.
Good question.
I'm speaking to this one with the shadow.
Oh.
I believe your name is Amon, is it not?
That is correct. And who might you be? Eamon is turned fully in his chair, like just facing this person.
My name is Royalvel.
Royven?
Royven?
Roy Olvel.
Roy Vel.
Gotcha.
Roy Oyvel.
Roy Oyvel.
Yes.
Well, you had
Okay,
no
Roy.
guys.
And you're saying I own or am at least in possession of your lord's sword.
Yes, well, I do not accuse you of any theft. Merely
Right.
that
I mean, I
you
purchased it.
either purchased or discovered.
Hmm.
The means of your attained, the means of your attaining the blade is of no consequence. He would simply like it back and is willing to purchase it if that is the case.
Oh.
Eamon, has this been the sword you've been using since I've met you?
No, not since we've met, but damn near. At first I was using just a regular long sword, and then I came across this one back at the caravan. Actually, we paid a significant price with it. I think it was, I don't remember if it was a platinum voucher or something, but a heavier price. And it hasn't been until recently that it's fully awakened.
Quadrin coming back to awakened weapons within the party. What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Oh, no, it used to just hit things pretty decently, and now it, seems to sap away at some of their life essence, which is I'm a big fan of.
I need you to be very, very specific. Are you hearing voices?
No.
Does the
are
blade
you?
feel like it hungers?
No. I've not had a conversation with my sword.
Does the
Have
blade
you?
feel like it's draining you of your life essence?
Oh, no, I feel great.
Do you feel better than you did?
I don't feel any better. I feel better as in the sense that I now have a weapon that is comparable to my other
Do you
skills.
overall feel better or worse since obtaining this sword?
Oh my god.
I mean, I could ask you the same thing. I mean, I've known very few thieves that can incinerate a forest
This is
with magic, not with lighting fires. So I could ask you the same thing. Are you conversating with your weapons, or does a powerful weapon make you feel better or stronger? I feel like I've got a fancy sword and it's working and it makes me happy. Not in the sense that, oh, it binds my soul and therefore seeps upon my magic. No, I don't feel that at all. I feel like I have a powerful blade and I'd like to continue using it. But I'm also very curious, since if I recall correctly, wait, Chapel, do I know the name of this sword?
You do not.
Or do I just know that it's okay?
You
That's what I figured.
if I did you have identify
All great
cast
swords
on
have
it?
names.
I did not have Identify cast on it.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Then no, you do not know the name of the blade. The one that was still standing has not moved or reacted to any of this conversation. Almost like this is something normal he has to deal with. The one
That
sitting
whole-
across from you is like has
The
stopped.
fuck?
He has stopped midway to putting food into his mouth. His mouth's still open, just watching the two of you like, this is a normal conversation we're having here? Is this actually a normal conversation that we're having here?
I was laughing this whole time because I was just straight up a whole.
So anyway,
You know, if you keep your mouth open like that, a bird might fly into it.
no.
Or
Or so I've
worse.
been told.
but Quadrant, back to the point. No, I don't feel like this has had any ill effect or weird sapping connection to my soul, spirit, or otherwise. I draw the sword anyway, and just like pull it out.
No.
I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It's red. And then I start like inspecting it to look over, like, does it have a name on it? Does it have anything, any markings that might indicate it belongs to a certain someone, certain lord or such?
Make an
Amon?
investigation check.
Ooh, investigation? I just got to bump that.
Oh my god.
Yay, it's really high now. 17.
Holy Christ. You have a +9.
I do now.
Jesus.
Nice.
Yay, sound mine.
You didn't
Ah,
notice it at
terrifying.
first, mostly because they're so small that you just thought it was just normal wear and tear on the blade.
Mm.
But what initially you thought was normal wear and tear on the blade is actually some sort of language that you don't know. And it runs just along
Oh.
the very edges of the blade.
Okay.
The,
Interesting.
I guess you would call it font of this language is very curved and sharp. Almost like someone has made the language out of like rows of teeth, rows of like razor sharp teeth.
Ooh.
Ew.
Okay. You know, I never really noticed this before. Roy, was it? Could you come over here for a second? Do you read these markings?
He walks over and leans forward, and he does so. He quietly looks them over. I have read them.
All right. Can you tell me what they say?
I am afraid that that is not permitted for me.
Is it a language?
Yes. And
What
I
language?
understand what it says,
Okay.
but I am afraid that that information is, how would you
Privileged?
say? Yes, privileged, but to the right people. I, however, am not allowed to speak of that information. I am allowed to know it, but not repeat it.
Okay. So if
Then
I
who
could learn how to read this language, would I be able to understand what it says?
Possibly, yes.
Perfect. And then Eamon just kind of sits, focuses on the sword, or like lays the sword on the table, thinks, and just kind of goes through some mental preparations in his mind. And over the next 10 minutes, is going to ignore anything and everything anyone else says to ritually cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
That's a bad idea.
Nope.
While you're doing that, Quadrin,
Yep.
one across from you has resumed eating and is watching with very much interest. Like this is the most entertaining thing he's seen in a very long time. And he's
Okay.
like stuffing his face and chugging from his stein and ordering stuff all on his own while he's just watching this interaction happen. The one that was standing is getting increasingly more agitated while he is being ignored and the sword is being investigated.
Hmm. Amon.
Amon is ignoring you.
Yep.
So I'm gonna just flick him right in the forehead.
After how many minutes?
Oh, fairly quickly.
Make a concentration check.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Concentration. It's a regular con save, isn't it?
Yep.
Nope. 25.
Yep. Nothing happens. You flick him in the forehead, your finger kind of hurts. Amon, you have completed your
Mhm.
ritual.
Awesome. Oh, much better. Sorry about that, everybody. This should only take a moment. And I pick up the sword again, and I kind of roll over the markings.
As you go to do that, you are stopped. The blade is being held down by the individual beside you.
The guy beside me,
Yeah.
the one that was sitting down eating next to us.
No.
No, the one that was standing.
Oh, the one that was standing.
beside you. Yeah.
So I tried to tell you not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
First off, it is rude to bear steel in someone else's camp or fortress. Secondly, you were told that it wasn't for that individual.
It was not for him to tell me. It was not of me. It was not disallowed to convene upon it myself.
Common sense and manners would dictate that the only person that should be telling you it is the owner of the blade.
And as of now, I currently am the owner of the blade. Perhaps not its wielder or its first owner. However, I am its current owner. And before I
Would
make any
likely ask for
deals,
it back.
if I make any deals or agreements upon returning it, I'd like to know what it is I'm fully giving away.
A master of diplomacy, you are not.
No, not so much.
The individual is Roy is still holding down the blade.
I don't think you're going to get to understand what you want to understand, Amon.
Roy, why can't I read this? Why would you not allow me to?
I believe he was very specific before, friend.
Actually, there's a really good reason why you can't read this. It is because the
All right.
language is a very closely held secret, and only
Mhm.
my master and his like appreciate people being able to read it, and they have a very select few people that they allow to read it.
Mm.
I mean, couldn't anyone simply perform a comprehend languages ritual to understand the language? Whether it be on a sword or a piece of parchment or carving on a wall, it's not brain surgery. What would prevent them from gleaming the secrets of this language? Unless, of course, every message is trapped with explosive runes or something.
That is a very interesting notion. I will bring that idea to my master.
I have my moments.
He
So,
slowly,
Roy,
he slowly removes his hand from the blade and
I don't read it and
stands.
I sheath it again.
Okay. And
When
he is
can we meet with your
my master is
patron?
my patron. Yes, I do like that. My patron is quite close, actually. Would you like to meet with him in person? Is that your decision? That you would like to reach and speak with him in person to
I think that makes
negotiate?
sense.
I believe Amon would prefer that. And
Yeah.
I myself am quite intrigued.
And of
I
course,
see.
I'm bringing Quadrant with me for that discussion.
Of course. Please bring your entire party. Um, my
Well, I
patron.
think everyone else is kind of preoccupied at the moment.
Oh
I don't
no.
think we're going right now.
I
Oh, I thought we were doing it right now.
no.
Oh.
My patron has sent me as a messenger.
Mm.
And to
Well,
negotiate for the sword, if you would allow it. However, he also would understand your position and desire to negotiate with him in person.
mhm. Well, I think we would enjoy meeting your lord or master or whoever he is, they are. Because I'm not gonna lie, fairly impressed at this weapon. And if perhaps as part of the deal or bargain, there could be an exchange of weaponry. There's something else that might meet my needs.
As it so happens, my patron has an abundance of weaponry that has come to his possession lately. He would be happy to trade or bargain for it. He does wish to have his weapon back, though.
That's fair. Can understand. I'm curious how he became parted with it in the first place.
It is a very long tale from what I understand, but I do not know it. Perhaps he would be willing to share that information with you.
All right. Interesting. Well, then tell your master. I believe we'll be willing to meet. Where and when should we expect to
If you would
gain
like,
an audience?
if you would like to, I shall be here tomorrow evening.
All right.
If you would like to select a time between now and then, I would be happy to take that time to my master, where I would give you the meeting place. He will select the location, and you will select the time.
Quadrant, we don't have anything pressing for tomorrow, do we?
Well,
Because it's like evening right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
as far as I know, we have nothing truly pressing, but I
So-
believe we were in the midst of making our way to Hellfire Watch, as we had things to be forged there, and in my case, and you hear the jingle jangle of a shattered rapier,
Right.
something
right.
to be reforged.
I don't know if I mentioned this before, and if I did not, I am very sorry. The gems in the rapier are blackened and burned out. They no longer hold magic.
What do you mean the rapier?
The gems are in the rapier or the dagger?
No, the gems are in my broadsword or rune blade.
Did you
So-
take the mage blade that you bought from and then make the rune blade out of that?
No. The rune blade is its own thing. I had a +2 rapier and a rune blade. Two different
Yes,
swords.
but the sword that you have that has the gems in it,
Yeah.
yeah, that was bought. That was purchased. You purchased that from the entrance camp. That was not something you created.
No. Yeah. The rune blade I bought from the camp. Yeah.
Okay. You put your runes into it. Okay. That helps me out. All right. Cool.
Yeah. I still have my once a day fireball haste and counterspell. Thank you very much.
How big is the room? Why? Fireball. No!
Oh, it's a thief wizard.
About that, Roxy. You were late to the party, but I
He's
did in fact
A
do that.
thief.
Once.
Oh.
And
boy.
yeah, half the party almost died.
He just thinks he's a thief.
We had this
I have-
conversation.
I
last-
have never ever said that I am a thief. Not once.
You're just sneaky.
You're not a very good thief, even if you haven't said it out loud.
It's
Why am I
fine.
not a good thief? I've never been caught.
Neither have I. From enemies.
It should not take very long,
Mhm.
as the location is static anyway.
Cool.
It would be in the same place regardless of what time. And it is not far from this location.
Perfect. Tomorrow at dawn
No,
gives us an early morning. We
I
can
would
deal. Mhm.
We may have this discussion. No. And he thinks about he stops almost mid sentence. Tomorrow at dawn. Very well. Make sure that you let your companions know. Bless you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are you sure tomorrow at dawn is where you wish to be?
Quadrant tomorrow, dawn or midday? I feel like dawn, maybe midday would be better. Let everyone get out their kicks from whatever they're doing tonight, recover a
Dawn
little
works.
from hangovers. Such.
Dawn does not exist to me. So
Okay, fine. Midday it is. Is that easier?
quite.
Perfect.
He's silent for a moment and is just staring off into the distance. Very well. Midday at what is of course. Midday at the other end of the tunnel.
Okay,
I
which
appreciate-
tunnel?
I'm sorry. There must be some misunderstanding.
There's a tunnel?
Yes. There. Okay. I apologize. I understand the mistake now. Midday tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
at the tunnel end of Ashfor's Reach.
Oh, tunnel end of Ashfor's Reach. Okay.
Be prepared to bargain, if that is okay.
Prepared to bargain. All right. Tomorrow, midday, at the tunnel end of Ashfor's Reach. I
Of
think we
course.
can figure that out.
Quadrant,
Sure, someone knows how to get there.
Quadrant, do you have any reaction to this?
If Amon's okay with it, then I can't see it.
And this doesn't trigger anything from like my weird backstory, does it?
Nope.
Cool.
Oh,
Making sure.
I am highly suspicious of it, but the best way to survive a trap is by triggering it prematurely.
Oh, and one more thing, Roy.
Yes.
If I'm going to be negotiating, bargaining with your Lord and Master, it would be beneficial to know his name.
Your companions.
Aside from Lord.
Your companions are familiar with him. He spent some time in the care of a companion by the name of Spica, I believe. You can speak with him about that.
Oh,
Wait,
I
Spiker
must
spent some time.
No.
Spiker spent some time with your Lord
Yes.
as like conjugally or familiarly.
And it now,
Oh,
you Amon should just see this look of like, it goes from realization to panic to mild anger back to normal as
On
Quadrant
Quadrant's face?
as Quadrant also understands why this elf is paler, and Quadrant immediately looks to see if he can see the elf's neck.
Eamon knows nothing of what's going on.
He cannot.
Quadrant is going to shake hands with Roy Oiville
Yes.
and bid him good evening.
Thank you. And
Are his hands cold?
he's wearing gloves.
God damn it!
Well,
Wait a minute. So with this thing thwarted, are his arms completely sleeved, or is he wearing like the cut off sleeves that are normally elven attire for like armed?
This guy is dressed. Now that you're
Head-
paying attention, this guy is dressed head to toe in the attire of like a. Think of what a royal attendant would look like if the royal attendant could also literally become a frontline soldier
In an
ready to-
instant?
yeah, in an instant, ready to slaughter 1,000 people.
Okay.
Dope.
with Quadrin's thievery training and things like that, he would also be able to spot precious metals on a person, for like easy lifting, necklaces, things like that. Is there an ounce of silver on this person?
No.
Yep.
Oh, so we're boned.
Eamon's just sitting there watching Quadrant be really weird with Roy. And it's like,
Oh, all of this
Okay.
is like in 10 seconds. It's a very much like very formal handshake and appreciation, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But in like that 10 seconds, like Quadrant has completely sized him up and knows exactly what the hell we're dealing with.
Question: do you guys remember what Ash Force Reach is?
What
hold on.
or where?
Where?
Oh, I do not. I'd have to look at the map.
Vaguely, but I want to say it's in the
Oh.
shadow section.
Oh no, you guys are at the other end of the tunnel to Ash Force Reach right now. It's under you.
Oh, goody.
Oh.
It's where
Cool.
all the undead were walking out of.
Oh, wait, yeah,
Oh,
but they're on
no.
our side right now. So it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
For now.
Uh-huh.
We can just walk into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
we haven't.
Yeah, no.
The
This is a
the
genuine,
general hasn't abandoned them yet.
No, this is a genuine offer.
Perfect.
This is not a trap. This is a genuine offer, and he's being honest. Any kind of insight check would reveal that he is being openly honest. He genuinely wants to bargain for the sword. Now,
Yes, but
if you would like to
Amon
make an
doesn't know who he
insight
is.
Amon doesn't know who he is, but
No,
Quadrin
good.
can pick up on that insight check as well. Now,
Yeah.
if Quadrin wants to glean anything else from an insight check, he is more than welcome to. If you have anything that you would like to ask in this moment of realization, you can do so, but you will be given 2 opportunities. You will be given 2 rolls, fail or pass. If you choose to re-roll, you give up your second roll.
God damn it. I don't know what to ask here. But okay, and I know I'm like talking out of character for this, and I can't put my hand on top of my head for this.
No. Okay, so let's just I want everyone to understand. Your characters would have this in the forefront of their mind.
With my character?
Yes.
No.
No. His character, Ash For's Reach, is where the necromancers are based. Ash For is the leader of the necromancers. That's where the meeting place is taking place.
Ah,
yeah.
This makes sense.
Oh, it would make sense for a.
It would
if I
make
remember
sense for
correctly,
everything.
The thing that was
that's
trapped in. Yeah, the thing that's trapped or was trapped inside of Spika's short sword
Yes.
was a vampire?
An ancient vampire lord.
Yeah, so it makes sense you would go where the necromancers are. Amon, you don't know this, unfortunately.
No, I don't. I don't even know the name of my sword.
Yeah, now I'm starting to. Okay. Crap. There's.
This just got really exciting.
Oh no! I don't know if exciting is the word for it.
No, you haven't doomed us all. It's just this person is tricky.
Yeah, Eamon doesn't have any more questions. He's gonna just kind of look at this interaction and just
Roy,
wait until they leave.
May I call you Roy?
Of course.
Or would you prefer me to use your whole name? Okay. Your patron.
Yes.
Is he a Is this a sword that he has used for fighting? Or is it much like a short sword he was once?
That is not my information to reveal.
Do we have his word that we would be able to come for this deal and be allowed to return as we came?
Absolutely. This offer is genuine. No harm or change would be forced upon you. And he does have things that would
Oh.
be of interest to people in your group.
I'm well aware, but every deal with him comes a string.
You make my master seem like a devil. What a compliment. I will let him know.
It will be interesting to see him again. But
Oh, so you've met him.
yes, and you and I have things to discuss.
That sounds good to me. I was hoping to discuss things with you anyway.
We'll take his offer, and with his pledge of protection, wholeness. You were very specific when you said no change would be thrust upon us.
Yes, as my master believes that you would be
Prefer.
unwilling and prefer not for something like that to happen due to his nature.
4 out of 5.
My master promises you may come and leave, and we
As
will
we are.
parley.
A flag of parley does mean nothing will happen. All right. We take his offer. The sword will be brought, and we will figure things out.
Of course.
See you tomorrow.
We look forward to the negotiations. And he shakes your hand. He does not give you any extra strength or anything like that. He's not trying to crush your hand. He gives you a firm handshake as you would someone you're making a friendly agreement with.
I return the exact same.
He nods.
We're going to keep this friendly and polite and no draining of any things. All right.
Please do not speak of that.
Oh, no, sorry. That was
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that character.
Yeah. No, he promptly
My bad.
he shakes your hand and then he turns and leaves. And he
That
also
was-
gives a polite nod to Amon.
Did the other guy leave too?
No, the other guy's like,
We're his dinner theater.
what was that all about?
Gotcha. That's a great fucking question.
I apologize.
Quadrin, I feel like you may have some explaining to do.
I have some explaining to do, but we need to discuss this in private.
But why?
Eamon looks over to the other guy. Sorry, friend. You know, business is business as it is. Sometimes there's weird shit that happens, and we just kind of roll with it.
Do you guys get into weird shit all the time?
More than we'd like.
Oh yes.
Well, before you guys leave, can we talk?
But what?
Like to talk about.
I just want to hear some of your stories.
Killed the Garistro the other day.
Really?
Yeah, then it just dissolved into dust, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
That seems to happen a lot. We killed a dragon and it just melted.
That was before I came around.
The dragon,
Correct.
I don't understand. But
Which part?
The dragon melting, but the Garistro and stuff like that, I completely get.
We obliterated a hag coven.
Oh yeah, we did that. We killed a bunch of hags.
You
Oh, and
guys-
then we released the Garistro from that, actually.
Yes.
well, you released a Garistro.
Yeah, probably not that one. But
We didn't
one
try to
of them.
parlay with it.
Oh yeah, it didn't kill us back then.
It did say it
even
owed us
then,
one.
there's like Garistros come. There's like hundreds of them in Baphomet's army, but the fact that you took one down is impressive. You're part of the group that killed the coven.
Oh yes.
That is fantastic. You guys have no idea how much easier my job is now. Oh my
Happy
gosh.
to help.
It's so much
Yeah, they
easier
did
to
kill a
find
bunch
the
of my
cravings.
friends, but yeah, I'm
so
glad they did.
sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. They didn't directly do it. You know, some of their little followers, the little bastards on brooms, and
Oh
you know the
yes,
one.
not only do we get the hacks, but the whole cult is gone now.
For the
Well,
most part,
Yeah,
there might be
after
stragglers, but
after the hags were dead, a lot of the um, non-mutated members um, were just distraught women at that point. But a lot of them just started rampaging. Although the what were they called again? They don't even they have like a little thing over in Thistlebrush. And he's tapping his head like he's trying to remember something. Oh, what did they call them? They're they're called Hagspawn, but I don't remember what their group's called. They're
hmm.
they're the male, like usually when a hag's born it's female, but every so often you'll get a male hag. But instead of being able to cast magic, they're very large, almost troll-like, and
Hmm.
but their nature is diametrically opposed to the hagspawn. They're actually very nice and gentle if you're kind to them.
Oh,
Which is
interesting.
which is why they're allowed in Thistlebrush. They were actually fighting the hags themselves, and they've cleared out most of what was left of the coven.
Perfect. That's great news.
Um, but no, the demons and devils, that happens. Whenever you kill a demon or devil on the material plane, they dissolve and go back to the plane that they originated from.
Hmm.
Is there a way to
Stop that from happening.
yes.
Ah, yeah, you would need like a scroll of permanency. Like I say, if you
Hmm.
wanted to um like say harvest like a demon, you would need to first kill the demon and then use the
Why
scroll. Why?
why would one want to harvest a demon?
Why not? Don't you take trophies from the things you kill?
It's not even about the
No.
trophies. Demons are hardy creatures. Their
Oh
bones,
yeah.
skins, materials, that stuff makes for great weapons and armor. But the
The
problem
horn.
is you almost never see anything like that because you normally you have to go to the nine hells or into the abyss to collect stuff like that to keep it from dissolving.
Wait, if you
Hmm.
killed a demon in the Nine Hells or the Abyss, it wouldn't dissolve. And if you say brought the corpse up to the material plane, it wouldn't just immediately dissolve when you got here.
Exactly. Um. Well,
Or
partially.
you can get a scroll of permanency.
Exactly. The thing is so for demons you would have to kill them in the abyss. If you killed a demon on like say uh I don't know, down in Nessus at the bottom layer of the Nine Hells. Let's say you're down there and you somehow killed a demon that's for whatever reason is down there. It would dissolve and go to the abyss. Or if you killed a devil in the abyss, it would dissolve and go to the Nine Hells. But if you kill a devil in the Nine Hells or you kill a demon in the abyss, their bodies don't dissolve because they're already on their home plane. They've got nowhere to go to. Then you can harvest
Huh.
them. Or you can use a scroll of permanency on the dead body.
Dead body.
Yes, the permanency effect doesn't work while they're alive.
Hmm. Quadrant's just having a light bulb moment.
Hmm.
Right. Well, thank you for that
Of course.
insight.
Do you guys have any doohickeys, things that you've collected that you really don't need?
Maybe. Hold on. Check my bag of crap.
We all have bags of crap. Usually I get rid of mine by making
Yeah.
potions with my bags of crap.
Fortunately, I don't really have a whole lot.
Wait, when you say you make potions,
Bags of
I'm-
crap.
you're an alchemist.
Yes, I'm an alchemist.
Interesting. I have a few things. And I produced this little vial with these strange flowers in it that I took from the Coven High Maidens.
He kind of looks at it and shakes it, watches it, lifts it up to where there's some mage light, and kind of looks at it through the mage light. What do you want for this?
What are they?
I'm not telling. Not without coin. Or something to barter with. I'm going to need some kind of payment to tell you what this is. But it is yours. And he hands you the vial back.
I also have this, and it's in like another like alchemical vial, and it's just full of wolfsbane flowers.
He looks at it and goes, interesting. Huh, I never thought of that.
Thought of that.
I can't tell you what this is either, not without payment. I can identify this.
Oh, I know what those are.
No. You know what the flowers are. You don't know what this potion does.
Potion.
Yes. This is a potion.
I never
Well,
gave
you've
you
got a potion you've been holding out on us.
He probably didn't know it was a potion, to be fair. And he hands it back to you.
Okay, sorry. So I handed him a vial full of wolfsbane flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and he said it's a potion,
Yes.
but there's no liquid in the vial.
Not that you can
It's-
see, no.
Give you gold to drink it.
Oh, funny. No.
2 gold.
No.
3 gold.
He doesn't. You wouldn't gain. Neither of you would gain any benefit from drinking that potion.
Would it kill anyone?
No, it just wouldn't have
Oh.
an effect on most creatures.
Oh, so it wouldn't do anything to you. I retract the offer.
I have this jewel.
A jewel, you
I
say?
could- Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
could give you that if you could identify the potion and the mystery flowers.
May I see the jewel first? I need to make
Right.
sure of its worth.
I produced the High Maiden jewel.
He picks it up. He brings out a jeweler's glass and he looks it over.
I haven't seen one of those since I left home.
I picked it up from someone from someone who came here from a major city. Apparently, he thought he could just go out into the wild of the Dustlands and just dig and harvest whatever he wanted, and it wouldn't get him killed.
Surprise, surprise.
He was a nice guy. I tried to warn him. Okay. Yeah. I'll take the offer.
Okay.
He puts away the jeweler's glass and pockets the gem. So which one would you like to learn about first?
How is there a potion in this vial? It's purely just a bunch of wolfsbane flowers.
It is a potion of reverse lycanthrope.
Ah.
You pour this down the throat of someone who has some sort of lycanthrope curse, and it reverses the curse
Permanently or temporarily?
permanently.
Excellent. What are these curious blossoms? I have only ever found the two.
This is a delicate flower.
Hmm.
This is called Lightsbane, and this is one of the most deadly poisons in existence in all of the known realms.
I had a feeling that would be the case. And I have two of them.
Yes, but this vial that they're in,
Hmm.
I know you can't see it, as is with the wolfsbane, but the liquid inside the vial is so clear and so pure that it almost looks like air. That's why, and he'll shake just very slowly. He'll shake the the vial with the two lightsbane in it,
Hmm.
and the flowers will kind of float temporarily. Like, and then you realize there's actual water in them. They look clear. They
I
look so clear they don't even have air bubbles in them.
I don't know how liquid ever got into these.
They were always there.
Interesting.
It's just very hard to tell.
I have a question.
Of course.
How would one introduce this poison into the system? Would it have to be ingested or in a wound?
This potion will only work once. You have to use the whole of the potion.
So I
But
can't use it as a weapon coating.
you
Okay.
can use it as a weapon coating, but it will only work the one time.
What is the biggest thing you've known that's ever been felled by this?
A very unfortunate assassin managed to get a hold of another wolf. To give you an idea of just how rare these flowers are, I've only ever seen 4, including these 2, in the 200 years that I've lived in this valley.
Hmm.
This is astounding. Now, the unfortunate assassin managed to use one of these to kill the pit fiend that's the general of the devils. He, of course, went just back to the 9 hells and came back a couple days later.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that he had killed the devil permanently.
Mm.
Unfortunately for him, he thought his sacrifice was well enough that he was caught. They gave him a potion of eternal life, and he has since been repeatedly flayed every single day in that fortress since he did such a foolish decision.
Okay.
Be very careful dealing with the devils and the demons.
Mm. Well, this has been an eventful evening. Thank you.
You're very welcome. actually looking forward to seeing what happens with your group. And he will go back to eating. Now that we're done with do you two want to do anything before we move on?
So I'm gonna motion Amon and finish up my meal, and then we need to go to our private lodgings, wherever we're supposed to be living in the fortress.
You guys are actually in one of the upstairs like apartments. It's a very large, lush room with enough rooms for all of you to have your own individual room.
Hmm.
And there's like a common area for you guys to speak privately inside of.
Perfect. We'll be there.
Okay. Do you guys want to have that conversation now?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, up to you if you want to jump to anyone else in the meantime while we make our way there.
This is probably the last.
I'm pretty sure we're like everyone else is preoccupied.
Yeah. Everyone's going to be preoccupied till morning, so you guys go ahead and have this conversation.
Perfect. Sorry, everyone. Okay, Quadrant. The fuck, man? Why are you being so proper? Cagey.
Proper.
Sure, we'll go with that one. I was gonna say proper, but sure, whatever you want to call it. With Roy. Like, yeah, he was weird, but you talked about his lord and Spiker knows him, and then you got all like, oh.
Have you ever heard of a 2 + 2 = 4 moment?
Have I heard of math? Yes, I've heard of math.
We were trying to figure out
Mm-hmm.
who Roy Neuville's lord is.
Right. And he knows Spiker somehow.
He appreciated that I was saying patron or trying to be more polite. But the term master may actually be more appropriate.
Oh, so he's enslaved?
In a manner of speaking, possibly.
All right, fuck that. We're killing him.
He may
Not
have
Roy,
entered,
by the way. We're killing the other one.
He may. Good luck. He may have entered into this willingly, maybe not. But I have reason to suspect that Roy is a vampire spawn.
Oh, well, question then. Now that we just found out that the other thing you're carrying is a terribly deadly poison, why don't we just kill this, vampire lord master asshole with that?
We have been invited under a flag of parley.
Correct. We have.
To do something like that would be, for lack of a better term, rude.
Oh, it would violate many, many manners of discourse. Yes.
Not to mention that it is an extremely useful layer of protection for us while we are amongst the necromancer's fortress and camps. Remember, our entire purpose here with the general is to get him to sever his working alliance with them. That will cause an upheaval.
We're going to go straight there.
Correct. We can use this as a fact-finding mission, intelligence gathering, seeing what's going on, what kind of numbers they possess, how they do things. We're going to have to fight them eventually.
Right.
So this is an opportunity that's fallen in our laps. But more to the point, the individual who owns that blade, and part of the reason why I asked you all of those questions, was once imprisoned within one himself.
Oh.
He's an ancient vampire lord.
Interesting.
And incredibly powerful.
Eamon pulls out his sword.
Okay.
And just looks at it.
I think there's only one reason why he wants that blade. There's something inside it.
Eamon's gonna try talking to it.
Okay, go for it.
It's like, gonna focus on it. I already did the attuning thing. He's like, hello. He's gonna say it out loud first.
Okay.
Is anyone in there? And then he's gonna say it again, but in his mind.
No response. Either time.
I don't think it works that way.
Hmm.
The thing about vampire lords is they all crave power, but never
Right.
wish to share it. They'll create hundreds of spawns, but they'll never create another lord. The only thing that you would imprison inside a blade is either the lord himself or something that can kill him.
Hmm.
I don't know
So
if
do
he
you think
wants
something's
this.
imprisoned in this blade?
It's possible. The thing
Hmm.
about, and I can't frickin' remember what his name is. Our benefactor here
Lord man.
is
Vascalan?
Bascalan. Bascalan, okay.
Vascalan.
Vascalan.
Yeah.
Right, because he's not all vascular. I see what you did there.
Thanks, I hate it.
The thing about, if I'm correct in who this is,
Wait.
he doesn't.
The general of the fortress is General Vascalan. If you're
Yes.
talking about the Vampire Lord, that's
The Vampire Lord.
Kane.
Cain. There we go.
Mm.
The Lord of Murder.
Sounds about right.
The thing about this vampire lord is, like all beings of great power who are less than scruple about the rules, they have rules of their own.
Right.
He's never lied.
Oh.
Not once. He might embellish things a little. But if he says something is true, or he makes a bargain or anything like that, as from my experience, he goes through with it because there's no reason not to. He has a reason to summon us.
He wants this sword.
He does. I want to know
Why?
why.
Yes. Also, now that Roy's gone, could recast this. Could recast my magic and
I
figure out what the
wouldn't
hell
do
this
that.
says. See, that's kind of what I was thinking.
This is significantly more dangerous. Before, I thought it was just potentially offending them. Now,
Now,
at the very least, at the very minimum, this is just his sword and he wants it back.
right.
At the very high end, it's imprisoning something else. That is
Right.
a very wide range of possibilities.
And so we're going into this not knowing which end of this it is.
The problem is, I don't want to offend him because he could probably snap our necks with the flick of a finger.
Probably. But do you think it would be, one, nice to know, one, what is in this? Two, how it had escaped from his being, right? How did it leave
He
his...
probably just lost it when he was imprisoned within the blade. It became a part
Oh,
of a
could have
treasure
been.
trove, and then the camp found it and acquired it somehow.
And how is Spiker connected to all this? Does Spiker serve this lord?
Inadvertently, Spiker found the blade in which he was imprisoned and fed it.
Okay.
You've seen Spiker fight.
Right.
He's not exactly the most martial prowess person.
But, he's got his moments.
He does have his moments. With that blade, he had a lot more.
Hmm.
The blade was a drinker. It broke the
Oh.
seal. We met Cain, and he simply tipped his non-existent hat to us and then fluttered off. I think he may just be collecting his equipment that has been scattered throughout the realm. 1,000 years will do that.
Not gonna lie, I've become quite attached to this blade, so that kind of sucks.
Again, This is purely, this is my sword and there are many like it, but this one is mine, or
Right.
there's a connection.
Right. Makes sense.
Mm.
All right. Well, this isn't what I originally wanted to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about like how the hell what who are you? Since I really don't know much about you, aside that you can hide well, you can do some magics, uh,
I cannot
and
do any
you're
magics.
quick as shit.
The
You lit a forest on fire. I've seen it.
simple parlor trick.
No, and then he like summons his raven. That is a simple parlor trick. What you did was awesome.
There are many, many days that lie ahead of us. We can explore backstories. This is
All
a
right.
matter of grave importance.
I mean, yeah, but we don't gotta do anything until tomorrow. I think everyone else right now is
Not getting enough sleep.
correct.
Guarantee that.
Making the beast with two backs or more, as they say.
We should probably rest as much as possible. I have no doubt we will be carrying the group.
Probably. Okay. Well, then Eamon just puts his hand out to Quadrant.
Hmm.
Thanks for
Oh,
not completely throwing me under the bus throughout all this and being a good companion. I
would never
appreciate you.
dream of it. It is better to make friends than enemies.
Agreed.
So, before we stop, at this point, Spica walks into the room, feeling exhausted but very satisfied.
He's alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
I'm saying this out of character because me and Danielle are busy and you won't see us till morning.
Speaking of things that will drain you, Spiker, we're going to be meeting an old friend of yours.
um, I don't know how to put into words what I just experienced or
Well,
what I did.
hurry up because you're going to need your sleep. Kane has summoned us.
I'm sorry, who?
Don't you
As
remember?
I said, I'm sorry, who? My smile literally is already just fading off, and my eyes turn wide.
That is an appropriate
Repeat that.
response. It's a good thing you've had your fun. It might be the last time you get to.
Oh, that's all I can really muster.
On the upside, no sacrificing you.
Not like I don't want to be sacrificed anyways.
You can't. You're definitely seasoned now.
Right, Spiker.
Jeez. Oh.
And remember, if anything goes wrong, it's only completely your fault.
Technically speaking, this is on both of you.
I bought a
Yeah.
sword. I did not release an undead lord of eternal nightmares into this world.
Actually, so far he's been perfectly pleasant.
I mean, he's got this sword, and it's pretty fucking badass. If I'm being honest, it is amazing.
He was
It's
crazy,
like-
but at least the freaking. He was super crazy. Definitely evil, but it wasn't like exactly like a fucking monster.
Which
Just
reminds me,
scratch that maybe it was.
we need to find a way to turn anything we have made of silver into some other metal. So any coins, chains, augments, jewels, whatever. If it has silver in it, you don't want to bring it with us.
I just. Is there like a trans? Is there like a fucking philosopher's stone somewhere nearby?
Or, you could simply exchange it for something of the same value.
Where?
There's a quartermaster here somewhere, isn't there?
True.
All I know is you don't want a single piece of silver touching a vampire's skin, or bad things will happen to you.
Hmm.
Quadrant just kind of shudders at a memory.
Make it sound like you've seen what happens.
They're not fond of it.
My guess is they scream.
That I wouldn't know.
Hmm. Well, don't know.
Well,
Quadrant, you think we should? I mean, you've seen what this sword is capable of. Is it better in his hands? Give this Lord Kane, his armaments back?
I mean, a sword is a sword. The power comes from the user when it's simply a sword.
There's also a magic sword. Like,
If there's anything special about the sword, then your
Have I
mileage may
take a gander?
vary.
yeah. Go ahead. Have yourself.
You pull
I
the
got the
blade
sword.
out.
And
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna do a perception.
Okay. So you pull the blade out, and Spica, you look at the long, smooth blade.
See. Come on, give me info, give me info.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's long and smooth. The blade kind of reminds you of the way, of the color of Cain when he was in his sword form, but without the
Yeah, it's a
eye.
red.
It's an exact replica, except well,
No, it's definitely longer.
oh,
Yeah, it's
maybe longer
the
by at
shape,
least.
the just the color of the blade is what's similar to Cain, but the rest of it looks different.
Hmm. Well, definitely closely fashioned to what Kane was in the sword form, except vastly different. Hmm.
I mean, it saps life essence from an enemy, and depending on how you know strong of body they are, if they're weakened, if they result or if they succumb to its power, then it heals me as the wielder, which is incomparably helpful.
Considering situations we've had,
Right.
Did
it
I
would be
not already ask you if you had a life-drinking weapon?
Oh, it doesn't like drink the life for the weapon, it gives it to me.
lifesteal, practically.
I need a cleric.
Anyways,
I need a cleric. I need a cleric. I need a cleric.
Well, let's
That
go
means
find
we're-
Daniela.
She's busy and she will have her fun.
my question is, we could probably make a replica of this
No.
without its sapping powers,
That's half of the fun of it.
or an offering.
Oh.
You're going to try and deceive a vampire lord.
Yes.
I feel like we should probably get the whole party together. I'm just saying, like, it might be beneficial.
We can discuss
go
it
over
in the
this.
morning. The ladies deserve their time.
Fair enough.
To be fair, the conversation has lasted at least what? Probably at least like a good 3 hours.
About 3 hours. Hour 2, maybe. Yeah, okay, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, about an hour or two.
So,
So, well,
Spiker, your blade, the one you used before Kane was released, do you miss it? Do you wish you had it back?
honestly, I regret parting with it.
Right.
I have to admit, there's a severe drawback.
What was the
But
drawback?
It was a crutch.
It was practically a crutch with at
Hmm.
least somebody talking to me constantly about
Oh.
about how shit my sword stance is.
Oh, mine doesn't talk to me at all. Interesting.
There are varying degrees of enchantments on blades.
I'm pretty sure yours isn't possessed, my dad.
Probably not.
It is drawing that conclusion from me as well, thankfully. But still,
Preferably at
you're
least.
attuned to this blade.
Correct.
That could be a problem.
Well, if we're going in, planning on handing it over as soon as he attunes to it, my attunement will be broken, so it is what it is.
That's how attunements work.
I thought so. I could be wrong. I've not had someone else try to attune to something I'm attuned to.
Hmm.
Oh, worst case scenario, I go there and then hang out for, an hour or two and break the attunement of my own volition.
Hmm.
Well,
I suppose we still got a debate on if we can make. Because I prefer not for Kane to at least have something I had access to for a time.
right.
If anything, that sword definitely. It's a wicked reminder.
Either way, it'll be good to meet this Kane. And if nothing else, we gain some information on what their hold looks like. As Quadrant said, strengths, weaknesses, manpower, strength of their army, if we can divine it.
As
I
you
don't know.
say that, my character is just straight up looking at you like you are a peaceful fucking pony. Just want and getting confused as to why you are trying to be friendly with something that is evil by nature, I believe. Chaotic
Hmm.
to an extreme.
Do you say anything about that?
Have
I'm
you
just looking at you
guys?
like
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Spica. Go ahead.
I'm just basically looking at bewildered. And then I would say with literal questioning agitation. So you're telling me after all I tell you about a being who is purely evil, we already know he's a vampire, Lord, might I add, whom when my fair time with him, I was closely already evil. I already had so many weird things going on.
Hmm.
Even Quadrant here is still questioning what the hell happened to me at that time.
Well, long story short, one of his attendants confronted us, said that I own his blade and the master wants it back. So we've agreed to parlay with them tomorrow, midday. By the way, that's what we're doing tomorrow. Cancel any other plans.
Ooh, the parlay.
Right. Oh, and then we're going to negotiate the transfer of this sword for some other weaponry, perhaps, that I could use. Or maybe something else. Maybe we'll get a twofer. Like I give him this sword, he gives us two, one for you, one for me, type thing. Since might help.
I like your optimism, my friend. I
Well,
do.
my first option was to kill him, and then Quadrant said no, we'll do that later. So that's still the end goal. But for now, it's going to be beneficial to understand, learn, and have some mid-level rapport with an undead vampire lord.
Ugh.
Question: does Spica realize? Have you guys said where you guys will be going, or does Spica realize where the meeting place is yet?
He
I
does.
don't
No,
think we've said it.
he didn't mention shit about that. So I'm thinking somewhere. I'm thinking somewhere. My characters right now just thinking it's somewhere out, somewhere else. That's all I know.
So Eamon's gonna be like, all right, well, probably gonna get ready for bed. Remember, Spiker, tomorrow, midday, the tunnel to Ashfor's Reach, and we will head out, after breakfast. I feel like we can make our
Wait,
way there. What?
tunnel.
Oh yeah, the tunnel's end of Ashfor's Reach.
We talk and this is where the realization's thinking in. I stare Eamon with a fucking wide-eyed, big, freaking frown. Everything. You
What?
mean that tunnel where the undead were fucking crawling out of?
Right, but they're on our side for the moment. And we have an understanding that we will not be hurt, turned, or in any way molested as we come into and out of there. We've got their
Cut off.
word.
Cut off.
All things. Of all things.
Spica needs to roll a D100 for his ability. Remember to add the +1.
Yeah, hold on.
He gets a nat 1.
So it is just immediate panic attack.
You're in the war like Squidward singing, doing the future thing in the one episode.
Let's see.
Yeah, you're good. You're panicking, but you're good.
Damn.
So, in that case, if Quadrin and Aemon are good, they're going to go to bed. I know that Quadrin
Yep.
is currently AFK. Spica, what do you want to do when they go to bed? Do you want to stay in the common area and kind of like process, or are you going to try to go to sleep?
Stay in the common area, and see if I can get another one of the deep black ales.
Okay. All right. We're going to leave Spica there, and we are going to go to the girls now.
We're kind of occupied.
This should be interesting.
We're kind of occupied until morning.
Actually, where we're picking up with the two of you at is the two of you getting into the large steaming bath, where Spica's companion for the night is relaxing against the edge of the large communal bath, looking very satisfied and pleased with herself.
She's not the only one.
That's gonna be a whole combo.
Oh, we gotta see if Danielle's even here. I was like taking like a little cat nap while the boys were talking. It's like, Danielle, are you still? Oh, okay, she's awake.
Oh, look, it's hey, oh, hey, hi.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh.
are you doing better? I'm so sorry about what happened earlier.
No. You know what? I spoke with the one I talked with earlier. It was a simple misunderstanding, and we worked it out in fantastic fashion.
Liam just looks at Danielle like you know each other.
Oh, this is the nice woman who came and brought us food earlier.
Ah, yes.
The one that was insulted by Aemond and Micah.
Ah, yes. So stuff must have happened after you guys left while I was keeping Dingus in the room after I dragged him back.
Spica, was that his name? I was
Yes.
too busy. We don't need to go into details.
Oh,
Daniel, that's fair.
you know he's a
Just-
virgin, right?
Not anymore.
Oh,
And
good
I
job!
I honestly don't think he was to begin with.
Oh my.
You just see Gleam's ears just perk up and her tail starts twitching. Like,
Oh my.
ooh, details.
Oh.
Well, that's really good to hear.
Good
As
for
apprehensive,
him.
yeah, as apprehensive as he is, you would think that, but he is. Oh, he knows his way around a lady. Hmm.
Oh,
Quiet
that's
ones you
good.
always have to watch out for.
Yeah, it is the quiet ones. I was worried about him, but oh, I'm just so excited now.
Hmm.
I can't wait for the words. I can't wait to make fun of him in the morning for this.
Oh,
Oh,
don't make fun of him.
Oh, it's gonna be funny.
you can tease him a little bit, but I certainly wouldn't call him quiet.
Hey yo. You just see Gleam just got a big smile on her face, like, oh boy.
So, what about the two of you? Did you two have a good night?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we had a great night, didn't we, girlie? Just
Oh yeah.
yeah, we had a great time.
It was
Just doing girl
great.
stuff, hanging out, braiding each other's hair, the usual.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes,
Well,
the
well,
usual. I saw, um, where, well, I saw some of your companions. I had an idea. They kind of have a reputation. Um, would you like some help? Just
Oh please.
relaxing? Yeah, and
Oh yeah.
she comes over and she's just helping you guys. She's being very gentle. Um, she's making sure that she's getting all the areas, but she's not
Mm.
being like forceful or sensual. She's just being very friendly. She'll give you some details about Spica that the girls did not know before now.
Oh god.
Did he change colors?
Oh, he only kind of glowed when I let him take like a 5 minute nap.
Oh yeah, he does that sometimes.
But man, hmm,
He's a great nightlight.
How's his
he's
stamina? Like Gleam's just so interested on this now.
given his physique, you wouldn't think it'd be that much. But other than that 5 minute rest, you would think he had slept for a full night. Whoa, he was. And she just kind of bites her lip and closes her eyes for a moment, just enjoying the memory.
Wow.
Gleam whispers over like, still don't think he could beat our friends. He'll get there.
Yes, he will. And probably sooner than you think.
Oh boy. Guess we're gonna have to keep him on the leash now.
Sounds that way. Oh, I'm going to be so tired by morning. I hope we're not doing anything that's too strenuous.
Surely not. After the night we've all had and the night that he had, I'm sure he's just in the apartment relaxing and just quite comfortable.
I don't think I'm gonna be getting up till midday. It's gonna be a good cat nap. And she sinks quietly
Oh
into the
gee.
bath, just relaxing.
I like how she I like how already she thinks the opposite of what the hell's going on. She
Um,
thinks I'm taking a freaking rest. Meanwhile, I'm over there in the freaking common area just freaking processing what has to be done.
And Nick.
so she helps each of you both wash up, and then she asks for a little bit of help with her back, and then she looks over to Daniela. would you like me to help wash your hair?
Oh, yes, please.
So, just to give you guys some not
Not
to give you
the
some
nasty
context.
detail.
Sorry.
We
To
had
give
we had fun.
no, to give you some context to where you're at. The bathroom is very large. The steam is enough to kind of fog up the inside. There's like a cloud of steam that's hovering over the bath. Um,
Mm.
it is about 3 feet deep, and she kind of helps Daniela just kind of float while she takes some soap and gently washes it into Daniela's hair, making sure to gently pull out all the tangles and stuff like that.
Body.
She's being very gentle and massages Daniela's scalp. She also is very careful with Gleam's fur. She uses a different soap for Gleam's fur. She massages that into Gleam when Gleam allows it. She's not too invasive with that.
Mhm.
Oh, this is lovely.
Just content. Pantherian catfolk noises.
Yep.
Just watch the tail.
Yeah, she does. She definitely massages like the soap into Gleam's like onto Gleam's outer ears, and she's like using her thumbs to kind of wash out Gleam's inner ears.
Oh.
Is Gleam purring at this point?
Shut up.
Gleam,
Shut up.
I
We don't
think
talk about it.
I think Gleam has like little ripples coming out of her from how much she's purring.
Shut up.
Oh,
Shut up. We don't talk about it. I am not a cat
oh,
in real life.
oh, that's just beautiful. Now I know what to do. I need to calm you down.
You just see a splash of water where my tail slaps her and said, shh, don't push your luck. I still have the murder mittens. Shing.
Oh, but not if I get you by your ears. You'll be putty in my hands.
No,
The,
no. You want to F around to find out. Try me, woman.
Aw.
maybe I should let the elf boys know about your ears.
Oh, here we go.
You just need to quickly give a dunk Danielle underneath the water in kid fashion. To shut your mouth.
So speaking of the elf boys, is this just a common like thing?
Well, we've been stuck here for around maybe 300 years, so we don't get visitors very often. And
Ah.
being on a war zone, we lose a lot of companions fairly often. It's very similar to the adventurers. So when some adventurers kind of cross over into our area, we're very happy to have some company.
Well, it was very nice to be treated so well.
Oh, yes, we definitely want any visitors coming back.
Oh, I'm sure we'll make a stop here again.
Couple times. I got some friends all over.
Um, oh, just to be um safe, and she'll walk over to the edge of the pool, and you see that she's rummaging through her things, and she brings two very small vials, and she goes, "Take these."
Okay.
Unless you are looking to procreate.
Mm. Oh no.
Oh. Not
Thank
this time.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah, to all of our viewers, this is very much an adult oriented game. This is not for children.
Nope.
18 plus stream.
Mm. Ooh, it tastes so good.
Yeah.
I added some extra flavor to help it go down. Otherwise, it is awful.
Very fair.
And she will take the empty vials and put them back in her bag. It just
Okay.
it helps
Thank
with
you.
any problems. I usually have them because I would not want to raise a child in this environment.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that is very fair and valid. I wouldn't either.
I hope to go home one day, though. I would love to have a husband and children.
Where were you from before you came here?
Um, well, I was. Well, we're all technically from the fairy Oakenwood. It has a very different name in the Feywild, but we had to change it as the name was not pronounceable to a lot of the people who lived here in the area when we arrived.
I see.
Um,
Um,
yes.
and have you did you you've been to the Fairy Oakenwood, and did you come here as like a volunteer, were you just sent here?
Um, well, I used to follow the army, and
Mm-hmm.
we. I was one of the cooks, and my husband was one of the soldiers. And she just kind of goes quiet for a moment.
So sorry. I didn't mean to bring up a bad memory.
It's okay. He he died around 150 years ago, something like
Oh,
that. I miss him.
oh. But you've stayed here this whole time. I mean, you could have gone back to the Oakenwood, right? Or anywhere else you wanted to go.
Well, initially we were we were just out here as and made this fortress as a way to have our military kind of kind of have a base of operations outside of the city itself. Um, before the general and the queen had a falling out. Um, that was around maybe 100 years ago.
So they've been feuding that long.
They're not feuding.
Well,
It's more of a
power struggle, disagreement,
it's more of
matter of opinion.
a spat between spouses.
And I assume you agree with the general then.
A little bit. I'm not fond of the undead, and neither is the general, to be clear.
Oh, I'm definitely not fond of the undead, and just knowing they're nearby kind of makes me uncomfortable. So, yeah.
You feel as we all do. No one is really truly comfortable with the undead.
Yeah.
At least everyone except for the sorceress. But she has
The,
not been seen here in quite a while, actually.
the sorceress?
Yes, there is a sorceress who I can't remember her name. It's been so long. She was here when we arrived. She was an advisor to the general. She helped
Hmm.
plan out strategies and keep the tactics aligned with the strategies.
Hmm.
Um, and she was quite the accomplished sorceress. But she was not. Um, she was. She saw the undead as a means to an end, as a way to keep us going even after death. And while we had our disagreements, she kept those of us who were still alive safe when she could.
Hmm.
Um, but about 20 years after we arrived, she disappeared. And no one's really seen her since. No one
Huh.
knows what happened to her.
Well, she couldn't have just disappeared. Interesting. Unless. So when things, we noticed when things here die, they disappear?
Hmm. Well,
Mm. You,
some things. Some things disappear, some
mm,
things don't.
something.
Like the
Mm.
demons and devils disappear. But if you notice, the coven members never do.
They don't?
No.
Um, Interesting. Um, they just, because I thought, well, we destroyed a whole, like, I don't know what you call them, coven, but like a whole lot of hags, like in one place. They were performing a ritual, and we thought that once we did that, the covens had dissolved. Is that not true?
Well, I mean, in a form of like metaphor, they dissolved because they're no longer around.
Hmm.
But like some of the more corrupted members that weren't hags possibly had
Hmm.
could have dissolved, as most of them would have been dead for many years.
Hmm.
But I, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean. Can you tell me what happened
With the hags?
with whatever it was that you're confused about dissolving?
Oh, when people, like you said, the sorceress disappeared, I was wondering if you die in this plane area, that you also disappear. So if the sorceress hasn't been seen, could it be possible she was bested and disappeared because she was killed?
Oh no, that kind of return only happens with demons and devils.
Mm.
If
Well, then I guess that makes sense.
the Fey elves, or if any of my kind, or say something that isn't associated with the demons or the devils,
Hmm.
dies here, their body's left behind. It can be looted. That's why, like, if you were to kill a demon or devil, some of its equipment might be left behind if it carries any. But if not, then it would all dissolve away.
Makes sense. um, well, yeah, that makes sense. So I know they were talking about if we had someone to take over, that the general would go back to the Oakenwood, would to be with the queen. Would you also go, or would you stay here? Hello?
If he went back to the queen,
Hmm.
um, I would go. My
You would go?
sister, my sister lives in the fairy Oakenwood, and I miss her
Oh,
terribly.
she does?
Hmm.
Oh. Well, we may have to go by there. Would you like me to send a message? I would be more than happy to take a message with me if I happen to be by that place again.
Oh, I actually have several letters I've written to
Oh,
her. Would you be willing to take them if you know that you're going there?
sure.
Just please don't leave without letting me know.
Okay. I will find you before we officially leave. And I will be more than happy to take them back to you, back for you, to her.
She smiles and there's like a tear running down her face.
Oh. I reach over and I'm gonna wipe it away. It's okay. Don't cry.
I haven't seen my sister in so long. I
Aw.
don't even know what's happened to her. I haven't been out of this fortress in over 100 years.
Oh wow. Well, for all that you've done for us today, I would be more than happy to deliver some letters for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
And she gives you like a grateful hug.
aw, yay. Aw. So, tell us more about Spica.
You know,
How should we
he's
tease him? Is there anything that we could use that no one else would know?
Winks.
oh, you really want to get under his skin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Call him Tiny. He's not, by the way, but call him Tiny.
Oh, oh my.
Oh.
Done.
I'm
Oh.
pipsqueak too. So adorable. I'm just gonna
Oh,
pinch his cheeks.
he is quite the handful. You know how many times I've saved his life? Oh, too many to count my fingers. He's always going down for something.
Oh, yes, he does.
Girl, did I tell you about the day when I woke up after we came back from camp from slaying the hags? Oh, I gave him a nice shoulder slap, and I kind of heard and slightly saw what he's into. Oh yeah, you have no idea.
That's interesting. I'd really like to see what he's into. Or maybe less see and more experience.
I'm sure he'd be happy to share. He's a sharer, all right.
I don't know. He seemed pretty possessive of me.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Hmm. Well, I guess we don't really know him, do we? He's always just seemed so frail and fragile and meek and yeah.
Both of you make a perception check.
Oh, I actually gonna open my character sheet for this. Damn.
Yeah, I told you that you should probably have your perception. That you should probably have your character sheets open.
Ah, I perceive nothing.
20.
Loudly.
There are
Ah.
there are small fingerprint bruises on her hips, the sides of her neck, and what might be the slight bruising from a handprint on her ass.
I see. I see. He is feisty.
Spiker, you're more than welcome to let me know later if that's not what would happen. He's gone AFK. He's not here for this. He's like, nope.
He's done. He's like, nope, I don't need to know.
This is not fair, sir.
That's not fair.
Oh, zombie, come on.
Oh.
You know, maybe Quadrant actually decided to engage in some fun time. You know, he could experience it.
Quadrant's plenty experience. Thank you very much.
Quadrant's shy. I don't think Quadrant's been with a woman either. Oh, and that Aemon? Oh yeah, he's
No.
weird.
I
I
think
don't
they're
think he
both
has
well
either.
acquainted with their right hands.
There's not any more elven women around here, are there? But I don't.
No, he's back. Spike is back.
We could have a whole party in this bathtub.
One thing at a time, boo boo.
All right.
Well, we had two at a time, but you know what I mean.
Well, it could be a party. We'll just invite everybody in.
Just another dunkster down the wire. Stop.
Hey now.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Hit me up after the session, and we'll talk about it. Okay.
Yo.
That was to Zom and Jack.
Okay, yeah.
And
for
then-
their
Perfect.
thing.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Whatever you guys want to get into details to, that you guys are cool with putting on the like stream, we'll talk about that. All
Sounds
right.
good.
So, let's see. No, after that, she is going to finish helping you guys rinse off. She is going to dry herself off, shakily pick up her clothes, put on a robe, and go back to her apartment.
She had a very good night. I think all of us had a good night. Well, maybe not.
I
Aemon
think
and
we did
Quadrant.
too.
Yeah, we had a very good night.
It
I
was
don't know
very
about
nice.
Quadrant and Aemon, but I think most of us had a good night. That's a win in my book.
Oh, I'm so tired now. Oh, and yeah, I need to go to sleep. So let me help you out.
Yeah, let's help each other out.
Okay. Oh, here. Oh, here's the towel. Let me get your back for you.
Thank you.
You don't need to lick it yet. Please don't do that in front of me. All right, so we're gonna get out and go back to the room we were all staying in, I assume.
Yeah,
Okay.
robes or we're dressed or in robes, whatever, and just walk back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they
Um,
sleeping?
Other than Spica.
Spica is in the living room still, kind of trying to figure himself out.
His moral is just you just hear me mumbling. "Shit, stay behind. I know I gotta go. No.
Liam, I don't know if she was right about him. He's acting so weird now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, some of us like to elaborate details, just saying, but
Maybe. I
Mhm.
don't know. Let's give him till the morning. Maybe he'll figure it out by then.
yeah, we're just gonna just walk to our respective rooms and just shut the door and just keep an eye on him as we do.
Make stealth checks. Spica, make a perception check.
This is gonna be
Aw.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
Here's my stealth. +5 in dexterity. 18.
imagine it was a fucking nat 20.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
Yeah, no, Spica, you are definitely just too distracted with what's going on. You're kind of rocking back and forth right now.
I may not be affected by fear, but I still am just like
Daniela
paranoid.
and Gleam, as the two of you start to enter your respective apartments, the main door to your area opens, and Eamon walks in from having taken a long walk outside.
And wait, this is the communal area, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who'd you say still in here?
Spica and Gleam and Daniela.
Oh.
Me and Danielle are going into our respective rooms for the night.
Morning.
Oh.
Is it-
oh,
is it
Eamon.
morning?
Is it? What?
Wait, what?
Are you just getting back?
Yeah.
y-
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good for you.
Oh.
no judgment or anything. Like, congratulations. It sounds like you both had a long night.
Hmm.
We were
Someone
you've been
else
sitting
had a
here-
long night.
Yeah, Spike has been here for like hours now. Have you just stayed up here this entire time?
Where have you been?
Oh, I took a nap and then walked around.
You took a nap and you walked around. Hmm.
Me and Danielle
Correct.
are just like, oh, we were up for a while.
Well, Spike, have you filled them in yet?
Oh,
Yes,
we were-
Tiny.
No.
Hi,
oh,
we're here.
When did you two?
So it's morning now.
it's early morning.
Yeah, you're still
Okay.
sleeping. It's only been about 6 hours.
Damn, I've had so many zingers I want to use right now.
That gotta love that. Gotta love that elf trance where I get a long rest after 4 hours. So, Aven, like Spike, you told them about what we're doing today, right?
No, I don't even know
Okay.
when they even came in.
We're doing something.
Around midday today, we're meeting some Lord. What did you say his name was? Kane. We're meeting Lord
what?
Kane at the end of the Asvor's Reach tunnel.
Excuse me? Who?
What?
Lord Kane. Midday
How?
today.
Why? What? How? Huh?
It's
What?
it's
Excuse
a
me?
long story. He wants my sword, which apparently is his sword. So
Oh
we're
my
going
god.
to bargain
Stop,
about
stop! Are you hearing voices? Has it been talking to you?
it. God, why does everyone keep asking me that? No, I've not heard any
Do
voices from my sword.
do you feel a strong connection to you? Has it been whispering in your ear? Do you feel
No,
the
it's
need and
not.
urge to talk to it? Do you? I'm gonna run up to
tried-
Eamon. I'm gonna grab his face and be like, "Are you sure? Are you okay?" Oh
I-
my god.
I'm fine.
Name is just like, what is going on?
Promise you. I don't know what you've experienced in the past.
I
I
wasn't
even
me,
tried
but oh
talking
my
to it.
goodness. Are you sure? Are you sure it's
Yes,
not whispering in your ear?
I tried
telling
talking
you,
to it
taking
in front of Quadrant, and nothing. Silence.
Are you sure? I'm just gonna start checking him all over. Are you sure it's not? I'm checking your
fine.
ears. I'm
Make an
just like, are you positive?
Make an
The
investigation
hell?
check.
They have all your characters just stare at my character for a moment. You can tell he's just done.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's just
Name
this,
is
like,
just like,
fucking done
no,
look.
Oh my gosh.
no, I need to go to bed. No, you were
Yeah.
on your own. Nope.
Yeah,
All right.
Gleam does not know what's going on here either. Gleam has
Okay.
no
Gleam,
idea
I'm
who this Kane
confused as
person
well.
is.
All right.
I'm
Amen.
confused what's going on. I'm going to bed. Good night.
All right, Gleam. Remember, midday today, we need to travel down to Aswell's Reach.
What?
At the end of that tunnel, you know, where all the undead are coming out of. We've got that thing.
Excuse me?
Can we wait till tomorrow?
Well, yes, it's tomorrow, but it'll be midday,
No,
like
tomorrow.
after you sleep, and then wake up, and then we're
You're
heading
fine.
out.
Gleam, go to bed, Gleam. Go to bed. Excuse me? We're going where tomorrow to meet Kane? It's
Just shuts the door and puts earplugs in. It's like, nope.
Where all the undead are coming out of. We've got a.
I
agreement
know where the
with
undead are
parlay.
coming out of.
Yeah, and that's where we're going. We've got a parlay for peaceful negotiations on bargaining for the sword.
Does Quadrant know about this? Where is he? I'm
Of
gonna
course,
start
he
pacing
was
the
the-
floor. Where is he? I need to talk to him right now.
He's asleep. He's
I just go
resting.
into the room and I wake.
He's the one that organized this whole
Quadrant!
meet and greet
Quadrant,
thing.
wake up! What is going on, Quadrant?
He's the one that orchestrated this and shook hands with Roy and all that.
Quadrant, wake up!
He's sleeping.
I'm gonna crawl on top of him and start shaking it.
No.
Quadrant, get up! Oh god!
You hear the
This-
door open and just be
There
like,
are
girl,
many,
you
many
no.
ways I could have woken up today. This wasn't even in the top 10.
What? Why did he tell me about this? What's going on? Is he hearing voices? Is it
More
talking to him? Does he
importantly,
have an urge for blood? Because these are
Daniela,
really nice people.
Daniela?
And yes, yes,
calm the fuck down.
I'm trying. I don't want to go through what we went through before.
You hear Gleam's door
We're
open.
not
With
going
all that
to.
blood. You know how
All I'm
hard that
asking
was?
is, could you please vacate my room so I can put on pants.
Gleam,
Oh,
Gleam
Or
is
this
seriously-
conversation's about to get a lot more awkward.
Gleam just appears in the doorway like, ma'am, you climbed up on enough people tonight. Get your ass off there and go to bed. And leaves and goes back and slaps the door.
pants, you say? Oh my, muzzled off. I gotta go.
You see Danielle run to her room and shut the door.
We will talk later. Everything is fine. I need to go back to sleep.
Oh my
It's too bad. Oh my gosh.
I'm done. I'm done. Pineapple. I'm using my safe word.
god.
Oh,
What kind of gross?
I am
God,
sober minded and I'm using my safe word. How dare you?
oh my.
I hope you guys
Don't know why
enjoyed
everyone's
too.
making such a big deal out of this. We're meeting one person to talk about its sword.
You don't have any idea, do you?
Not a clue. I know he used to be in Spiker's sword, and then Spiker lost
Do
his
you know
sword or
what he
something.
made him do? He made him slaughter a whole tavern full of innocent people.
Wait, Spiker did?
Yes. That's why we're not allowed back in.
And none of
Whoever
you
that
bothered to bloody tell me.
Well, it wasn't a point in telling you. It happened a long time ago, and he didn't have the
I'm
sword
sorry.
anymore.
He slaughtered innocent people who were just drinking and indulging in their like merry frivolity.
Because the sword told him to do it. He used to talk to that thing, and I always thought that he was just joking around.
Hold on.
Is it talking to you?
What other secrets of this caliber are you holding back from us?
Well, did you see Quadrant? He's holding quite a few.
Well, yeah, he's a sneaky little bastard that can light shit on fire.
The
And
dangly parts.
I talked about this earlier, and he said, "Oh, we'll talk about that later." And I was like, "Cool." I was hoping to discuss that today, but instead, no, we're going to talk to Lord Kane about his bloody sword.
His bloody what? Oh,
It sucks, doesn't it?
It does. It sucks.
I'll go
Blood,
back
life
to sleep.
force.
What the-
Amazing.
That is my one and only I'm doing.
I'm doing one.
Amazing. Oh my god.
That's the only one you're getting from me.
Let's not detract.
We're almost done.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So what's going on? What sword? The sword you own? You have? You've been
The
using?
one I purchased, yes, and he draws the sword again and just kind of hands it to Daniela. This bloody thing.
Oh.
You know, the red-bladed sword, which
So
I've
I'm
been
holding it up to my
wielding-
ear, and I'm like, "Hello, are you in there?"
Tried that.
No
Nothing
response.
happened.
Okay. What is going? Okay.
Oh wait,
So
do
what?
you know
Huh?
weird languages?
Do I know weird languages? No.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, you see these scratchings. Apparently, that's some kind of language.
Some
Allegedly.
kind of a language on the sword.
Yep. Couldn't read it.
Well, yeah.
You see no scratchings.
Oh
I
shit!
don't see anything.
Wait, they're gone now.
Yeah, no, when you couldn't see them, they were gone. They're not there.
Never mind. There used to be something here, and now it's gone. And it was only apparently it showed up in the presence of Roy. Don't know.
Roy?
Not sure. Yeah, Roy. He was the Lord Kane's buddy, servant person. Roy Oivell.
You have no idea who he's talking about.
Okay.
You know, he's
Sure.
a pale, thin, elven chap. You know, no big issues with him. He seems like fairly
Mm.
innocent, not really threatening.
So Kane wants his sword back, but Kane was in a sword. Why would he want this sword?
Apparently, this is his sword.
How is it his sword?
I'm assuming before he was turned into a sword.
Before he was turned into a sword. He was trapped in
Right.
a sword, not turned into the sword. He was imprisoned in it.
Right, same thing, maybe.
So
And
who's
I don't know,
imprisoned in
maybe
this
someone's.
sword?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you if anyone's in it. No one's talked to me about it. And until literally like 5-6 hours ago, I didn't know that Lord Kane was a person inside a sword that kind of controlled Spiker. And until just
We
now, we
didn't
learned that
know
he
that
murdered a
either.
shit ton of people.
Well, we didn't know that either until he came out of the sword. And he waved and said bye, and we thought it was gone and forever done, and we'd never see him again.
Gleam and I have been adventuring with you for the better part of a month now, and you've not deigned to inform us that not only are we traveling with a murderer, we are also you are also keeping things from us, like this lord, this vampire lord that you
Like
have
I
some
said,
type of affiliation with.
okay,
Are you
I
guys
get
just
your
are you
point,
just
but I see. Okay, he came out of the sword, he
Uh-huh.
left. We thought he was gone. Story ended. I didn't know there was going to be a chapter 2.
Yeah, we're gonna gloss over the fact that Spike has slaughtered innocent people.
He wasn't in his frame of mind. He was taken over by Lord
So
Kane. The sword made him do it. He had no idea what he was doing. He
So is
still doesn't even know that he did it.
Was there any justice done for those people? Did he stand trial? Did anything happen?
Yeah, we got kicked out of a town and we're not allowed to ever go back there ever again. We also fought a demon. Our quadrant did.
I guess that's something. I get. Bloody hell.
And while we were fighting the demon, Spica was murdering people in a tavern. And then we had to clean it all up, and it was a nasty job, and I don't want to do it again. You know how hard I cried and how many blessings I had to do, and I was exhausted.
Amy just
And
kind of
I don't
sits
want to do it
down
again.
in like the living area, in like the communal area.
at the moment?
Amy just sits there and just looks blankly at Spica.
But look at Spica. Does he look like he could murder anyone? He can't even function right now. I mean, I heard he functioned really well tonight with that little elf girl, but that's something different. He didn't even know he was being told things. He was being controlled by this sword. He doesn't even remember the incident.
Spica, have you repented for that? Have you come to grips with your own moral balance in any capacity that makes sense? Not necessarily to a religious being or whatever you believe in, but have you forgiven yourself or done something to try to make right what you've done? I'm not telling you to prostrate yourselves in front of a community and beg forgiveness, but
Well,
have you attempted it?
In all honesty, the only thing that's on my mind is how can I make it right when I trusted something that was purely evil and just malicious in general. How? I don't know how else to really rectify that, let alone even trust a sword similar to that again.
Fine. Spica, I don't want to get rid of this blade.
excuse
But
me?
hold on. I don't think it's my choice to make in this. I think the best person to negotiate for this, to bargain or what have you, maybe you. Like, yes, I currently wield this monstrosity.
The blade itself isn't possessed.
No, it's not. But you have some sort of relationship with this Lord Kane, do you not? I think when we go and talk tomorrow, you should probably be our person taking point.
So, I guess I'm gonna have to go into that forsaken cave.
Yes, we're going to whatever bloody cave these undead are coming from, and we're going to discuss the details of
Outside
this bargain.
undead.
Undead, non-living
Oh,
things
please
that are now living.
stop. Okay. I'm going to go to my room and I'm going to
Get some rest, Daniela.
get rest and I'm going to get up early and I'm going to do what I need to do in case we're attacked by the undead. So I will prepare.
Perfect.
I'll mentally prepare for this,
And if that thing starts talking to you, You tell me.
I will. I'll let you all know.
You
For
better.
transparency and good communication is of utmost importance to a team.
I will throw that into the, I don't know, out the window.
Throw what? The
Okay.
sword?
Yes.
We're getting rid of it. We're giving it to the lord that apparently made Spiker slaughter people. We're going to give him the slaughtering sword, apparently.
But this isn't the one that slaughtered people. Have you been slaughtering people and not knowing about it?
No, I've only been killing the things that we've been fighting. Everything I've killed with it, you've been witness to.
Okay.
Didn't think I'd have to defend myself so much today.
Eamon,
Let's see.
Yes.
make an intelligence check.
Fuck yeah. All right. Intelligence. I get stuff to it. Boom.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
That's a save. Hang on.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. You said check. My bad. Just a general. Wait, intelligence.
Check.
Are we
General.
sure
check?
he's
Okay,
still
so
not
it's
stupid?
whatever that is -1 because I only have a +2 intelligence. So or -2 then, so it'd be an 18. Or do you want me to reroll it?
You're pretty sure you don't remember waking up surrounded by a bunch of corpses? But you've been in
Usually
a
didn't.
lot of fights recently.
That's true. I don't think I've been around woken up to corpses.
Excuse me? Huh?
Well, there was the one time I woke up really dumb, and I'm not sure if that. I don't remember if there were corpses around me then.
When
I've
was
woken
that?
up from. You were there. Remember, you yelled about me.
I yelled.
There's a whole thing. Yeah. Don't touch Gleam. Blah blah blah.
Oh, that's when you were stupid.
Exactly. I woke up dumb.
You didn't hurt anybody then. You just tried to like throw yourself in the fire and
I'm
touch the
trying to think of
fire.
things where maybe I would have hurt someone. I can't
You
recall
only tried to hurt
any.
yourself.
Right. I can't recall any time in recent memory where I've woken up surrounded by corpses that I'd made. No, I think we're all right.
I could keep an eye on him. I'm going to bed. Good night.
I
Good night.
don't think he trusts me at the moment. What makes you think he's not gonna kill me?
You'll be fine. Just yell. Uh,
Spiker, I'm not going to kill you.
I'll go by Quadrin's room. I'll open the door. It'll be like, sorry, good night. Slam it.
Okay.
Uh,
And with that,
Why didn't you? Okay.
and with that, we're going to bring this tonight's session to a close.
Ooh.
That was fun.
Ooh. That was good.
that was
It's
genuinely
plot.
fun.
Plot everywhere. You get a plot, and you get a plot, and you get a plot.
Such plot,
Everyone
much
ex-
wow.
Everyone except
Yeah,
Amen Quadrant gets laid.
That's
They-
a different plot.
They chose that. They would have gotten
They did.
opportunities if they would have sought them out. Now, Zombie, do you want to go through your attribute stuff now?
I'm kind of mentally toast. I won't lie.
Okay, that's cool. We can do that later then.
Yeah, we'll figure out a time in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, everybody, it was a fantastic session tonight. Thank you all for
Yes.
coming and being here.
Yeah.
It was
Thank
Yay.
you
as
for leading
amazing.
us.
Thanks for letting me yell at people.
People.
Mainly people.
And Eamon found out that Spiker murdered a tavern full of people.
But
Not
I
his fault.
found out.
He has one
Well-
eye. Give the guy a break.
That doesn't mean it's okay to murder people.
I know it's not okay to murder people.
I mean, anyways, I like how like Amon was focused more on the sword, but now he's just kind of like, dude,
Focus
uncool
on the
for not
morality
telling
of
me
the
about stuff.
situation.
Right. It's different from like, oh, I
It's-
shoplifted one time. Like, no, I murdered a whole tavern full of people.
It was
He
more
just
like
took his
Spica
weapon.
was the weapon and he wasn't really in charge at the moment.
And that's fine. Eamon doesn't know that.
He
He
does
needs to
now.
ask.
There was not a point that was brought up by anyone else until just now.
To
It
be fair,
wasn't a
Quadman
point.
forgot about it.
What do you mean it's not a point?
I kind of
Yeah,
when Amon was like Spiker, have you done anything to kind of like redeem yourself from this? I
Make
kind
it
of
right.
I half expected Spiker to go make what right. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Oh, it's like, oh, I murdered a bunch of people. My bad. Anyway, let's continue what we were doing.
Yeah,
Oops.
Yep. Big
sorry.
oops.
Oh my god.
Dude, we
Eamon sees Spica in a very different light now.
just the psychotic idiot.
Like it's
Behind-
fine.
Behind all of that, happy-go-lucky, goofball idiotness is the potential for a murder machine.
Yes,
and he knows
exactly.
and he knows his way around activities.
An elf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you all for coming. To all of our viewers, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate all of you. To my players, thank you all for coming and being here tonight and participating. I really appreciate everyone's patience with everyone else while we all did our little role plays.
Yep.
I had a fantastic night, and I hope you all did too.
It
This
was a
was
blast.
genuinely amazing, hilarious.
I love roleplay nights.
My freaking character definitely is just already going through just being grilled about a single character from a fucking song.
William is just
I
dead to
can
the world right
genuinely
now.
feel the
Freaking-
grill just like being cooked.
Yes. Thank you all, everyone. We appreciate you all. Have a great night.
Night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Farewell. Let's just hope my character doesn't die.